It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's your top dog in the league this season.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 82 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Tatum. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams, who's shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got his open man, it's Carr. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a hold here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Fowler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 63 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Jackson again on the reception. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. In motion, the tight end. Now Mahomes. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down in the yard. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
That's out wide for Palmer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Herbert now. Finding Green complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Herbert back to the air. And this one is incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with him.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Airing it deep for Fowler. And this will be caught at the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit on that one defensively goes to Asante Samuel Jr.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert throwing again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
It's complete to Williams. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. Herbert.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. The motion man is Fowler.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Now Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now it's Mahomes again.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And it is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Again, Herbert.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Chargers first down.
They'll run on first down. Tatum. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Herbert.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
On is the Chargers punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's taken in by Franklin. from the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 8.
Mahomes going to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And again, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Fountain. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
Touchdown!
Rashee Rice.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to McBride.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun, Herbert. Green brings it in. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Up the middle they go. Tatum. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Herbert now.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fowler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the first down of the Chiefs.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got this one complete to Fountain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5. At the Chargers' 16-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he stays up. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and a couple. Here's Pacheco once again.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for